Well, I'm Jill Glickman. I have a bachelor's in accounting and an MBA. And for 15 years, I worked for Motorola as a financial analyst. And then for 13 years, I taught accounting at Mesa Community College. In 2012, I was at a routine ophthalmology appointment, and my doctor told me that I had macular degeneration. I did not realize it because I could still fully see at that point. And I was like, well, what does that mean? He says, well, that means that you are going to slowly lose your sight. And then I went to a meeting of Foundation Fighting Blindness, and I met a young man who works for the state there. And he says, well, what kind of services have you gotten from the state? And I'm like, there's services from the state? I had no idea, because no one tells you that there's services from the state. So he gave me a number to call, and I called that number. And so a lady named Vasant helped me with home services. So she sent me a magnifier and some measuring cups that were black with like bright green on it, so I could actually see the numbers, because I was having a lot of difficulty measuring things because I wasn't sure what sizes things were. And sent me a glove so I wouldn't cut myself while I was cooking, because I love to cook. So she helped me a lot around the house, and sent me some glasses that really glare in, because the sun really hurts my eyes. So, and some yellow glasses for in the house. And so those things were really very helpful for just everyday living in my home. And then about a few weeks ago, a person named Alonzo called me, and he's a technical guy. And so he came to my home to visit and to talk about what kinds of like technical things I needed. And I basically said I need a screen reader or something that will read my computer to me, because I cannot really see the computer at all. And so he came back a week later and installed a program called JAWS, which I'm just learning. And so that's really helpful. It's given me a little more independence in that regard. And then that same week, a guy named Justin called me. This is helping me learn how to use the white cane. So I'm 2 weeks into it. So I'm learning it, and that has actually really helped, because cars will stop and back up when I'm crossing a street. And I think they're more cognizant of me being in like a crosswalk or somewhere. So people are kinder in stores offering to help. It's been a really good experience. I'm learning to be a lot more independent. I go outdoors and I walk a lot of places. And so, I mean, that's my mode of transportation mostly. I have no interest in working anymore, but I want to travel, and I feel like even if I go by myself now, I have the ability to do that without as much fear. So I'm really excited about that. You have to be your own advocate, for sure. You can't just sit back and think that services and things are going to come to you. You have to go out there and be part of a community. And I find that the blind community is an amazing community. And so now I have a community that really understands what I'm going through at this point, and it's just been really helpful. It gives me a more positive attitude, for sure. I am not willing to sit in my house and be alone and wallow in my own pity, and I hope I can give hope to other people to not do that same thing, because I want people to live life still. Just because you have a disability does not mean that you should sit home and not live life. I want to travel, I want to do all kinds of things, and I'm going to do them all. I have every intention to do them all.